And that took a
Okay.
little while, and that's why we ended it there, I think.
Right. Well, now, you say you did a cavalry wing.
Or was that last? Is that, well, maybe not.
No,
Let's
because
see what.
didn't we have some charges and stuff like that that we were
Oh,
doing?
totally. Down
Yeah.
south, there was plenty of charge action, and yeah, I think that is why we ended up stopping partway through a turn because there was just a lot of back and forth we had to work on. I was just trying to work through.
So did I not flip my officers for that?
That's what I was trying to work through. Is I got to assume that's what happened because I can't figure out how else we could be where we are.
We could go back and look at the live stream, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I
Yeah,
think we.
it doesn't look like you flipped anybody. Even Kay, who did the attack, isn't flipped.
Right, but and clearly we haven't had a rally phase since
Yeah.
because
And it's a
you
case
wouldn't
where they
have
all
routed.
moved because they all have the little move mark on them.
Yeah, so I think you just didn't flip over your leaders.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have Grim Harbinger sending his greetings all the way from
Oh,
the far distant shores of the United Kingdom.
oh.
Is there one more?
There's a guy that's underneath here. Schwerin. Schwerin glycogen.
Not a particularly strange name.
I don't know. He's related to
Wow,
He's
those
related
guys
to
got
storing glycogen.
storing glycogen. Yes,
Storin.
that's
Storin is a
that's
good
pretty
Norwegian name. Storin
Yeah,
glycogen.
you could just call him liver if you
There
want.
you go. That'd work too.
Yeah, yeah. That unit got shredded.
Yes, it
We
looks
must
like it
have
was.
we must have had some zeros getting rolled there.
Yeah, I think there was. There was a few.
That's the one went through multi rounds, I believe.
Must have. Yeah, isn't that funny? Here we are. I mean, what is it? It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So okay, 3 old guys, 3 weeks. We can't remember anything. Okay, it's all good. All right. Well, then let's just kind of review where we are. Um, Brown's a +4, and I think Frederick is still a +1 until the top of
Yeah.
the hour when he presumably clears the.
Oh, I don't even know if he'll clear it by then, but that's we'll
Well, but
see.
at least in theory, right?
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. So it is +3 for the good guys.
Yes. +3 for us.
I like how you quickly agreed there. That was good. All right. Well, then I guess it'll be time to chuck some dice.
Indeed.
Chuck.
Oh,
Some
that's a
whoa.
big one. That's going to move
We're
things.
certainly going to move the clock a little further.
Yep.
So we'll move the clock down to 3, and it'll be an Austrian activation.
Yes.
Right, and it looks like I'd activated my Grenzers, and it looks like I'd activated Haddock over there by Lobositz.
Okay.
So I can just keep flipping people over.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
un-
guess so.
Yeah, unless you want to do something.
Well, I mean, obviously we've got cavalry conflict going on down here, but if I start taking activations, then any of your guys are going to get down to limited activations only. So I figured I might as well go ahead and take my shot while I can, right?
Yep, let's go ahead and do that. I don't have anything terribly pressing going on my corner of the universe.
Well, I mean, that's what I was trying to figure out. If you didn't need to do anything, and it seemed like you were mostly in position,
Yep.
other than the two commands that you'd already talked about, then maybe we go ahead and take care of things down this way.
Yes. Yep. Go ahead.
The only consideration, though, that I would make to counter that is hoping for a wing.
Oh, I see. So that way you could do a double whammy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if that really is necessary, or
Because for us to get a wing, what do we have to roll, a 5 or better or something?
I was just looking that up, and it's a surprisingly low number on the back of the brown counter. I'm just gonna
Oh,
double
yeah,
check.
it's a 4.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Yeah, wing activation lead number of 4.
So we would need like a 4 and a 1 or a 4 and a 2
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
6 and a 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh boy, I'm sitting here thinking, does that make any sense, or am I just as well off handling things separately?
Well, you know that he's already, done his thing.
Yeah, he's already activated all of his horse unless he gets a special result of some kind. So
Right.
it's probably not super pressing. I'm sitting here thinking,
And you've got a beautiful shot here with these guns into this guy's flank. So,
no doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. All right, you know what? I'll just activate H.
okay.
Hegdwigger. He is in command, thanks to the road. Darn thoughtful. All right, so that's that. I think he is just those 3 stacks. And then we'll just have to figure out from there what we want to do next. Obviously, no disorder recovery necessary, no fire combat. So then we'll just deal with some movement. And because your units are disordered, you can't op charge. And I'm going to guess probably can't do a defender reaction either. So you're kind of frozen, which is nice. That's the way I like my enemy. Defender react. Here I am looking in the rules after talking like I'm doing a big deal. I'm mostly just thinking, can't be disordered. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So this seems really weird, but I think I want to try it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would involve potential for a disorder. Except I'll go ahead and add those guns to it, and they'll go ahead and fire. No prizes for the target. Only 1 strength point of each of those 2 batteries, which is incredibly
This
annoying.
distance, though, it still adds up to 15.
Yeah, no, it does. You're right. So it's 15. So that's going to be 1.5 to 1. It's an enormous target, though.
But, and then shifted to 2 to 1 for hitting it in the flank, or?
Yeah, shifted to 2 to 1 for hitting in the flank, and it looks like plus 30 for size.
Nice.
Because I mean, it's off the end of the table.
Yep. Yep.
So anyway, we'll see if that amounts to anything.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
I would say it would.
Oh dear.
So that looks
Okay.
like it's
Um,
4 hits and a morale check with a plus 20.
wow, and it all comes off the top unit.
Okay.
So does that mean the top unit just got vaporized?
That is what it means. Wow.
Where are we putting them on the?
On the
Put
lost
them on the
chart?
loss chart. For you,
Right.
Yeah.
it's up there next to your
Yep.
order battle chart. See, we got Jeff from Hex to Hex tuning in, asking how we enjoyed our time in the cool desert of Tempe, Arizona.
So cool.
It was. That's why you have air conditioning.
I,
So,
truth is I've been there when it's been way worse.
oh yeah, it actually wasn't that bad.
No.
It was pretty pleasant, all things
Yeah.
considered.
And I mean, everybody jokes about, it's a dry heat, but I mean,
That does make a big difference.
And then morale check.
yeah, morale check plus 20. Well, of course, it'd really be plus 25 total because you're disordered already.
All right. Okay. Oh, does he was shaken now? Is that?
So yeah,
Yeah.
So now you're shaken and disordered.
Well, I guess if I just watch the whole garde du corps disappear,
That would be slightly disheartening.
I might have found that troubling too. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that's crazy. All right. Well, I guess I will mark them as finished, but a job well done. And then I got to figure out what I want to do with these chuckleheads. I'm kind of reluctant to do a lot of rapid marching for fear of screwing this up. But on the other hand, how many shots do you get, right?
Yeah, I would say try to do as much damage as you can while you can.
Yeah. All right, well, here's the easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, no prizes for figuring out what's happening there. Here's where it gets weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but why wouldn't you go to this square instead and have a 3x charge?
There's really no good reason except I wasn't paying close enough attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you could do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. All right, that's fair. Okay. Then
Nothing like making things worse for me, but that's.
well,
But yeah, I was curious.
this is a good.
It's because Michael is so confident his troops are going to be brilliant. They don't need that extra +1, We're the Austrians after all.
All right, that's 1. That's 2. Actually, does it even matter? Oh, to hell with it. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And
They're happy.
and the hot streak continues. Okay. All right, fair enough. Then let's see. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because what? If I'd gone 1 further, would that have worked? I was at 5, 6, 7, 8, so that still works. And then a leader I will put with them. And it may be a good thing I put the leader there. 25 plus 5 minus 3. 25 plus 5 would be 30 minus 3 is 27. That's exactly what I need to make that. Yeah, that was...
right on a
Was it-
razored edge there.
I'm afraid so, yeah. All right, but we still have a few more die rolls we got to make here because...
Is it +5 or is it +5 for each hex of?
No, just +5 for rapid marching at all, no matter how much you
Okay,
do.
so-
Yeah. It's I don't know. I mean, there certainly the part of the reason for the fatigue system was because it seemed like it was a little bit too easy to just rapid march all the time. And so that was kind of part of the idea is let's add some ongoing penalty if you abuse rapid march too much. But anyway, all right. Well, let's see. I guess we'll just go ahead and do 1, 2, and 3. We'll all do attempts for charges. So starting on the left.
Oof, special result already.
Yeah, getting it special right away. That's low numbers are rarely good news here. That's going to be if the unit's attacking and in an EZOC, reroll with a +20, otherwise reroll with a +15. So we'll try that. Okay, we're not going in. All right, the next one, the one with the leader stacked.
Oh,
He's taken and disordered. I'm sure that's what that result is. I mean, I'm looking it up.
The unit is shaken and disordered.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It's a good thing you had the leader there.
Well, it's a good thing he backed up so much.
Yeah. All right, you're on a streak.
Yeah, I'm on a streak of some sort, and
all
right.
At least
That
somebody's
one's
going to
going.
do something.
and the one who's going to end up as far forward and therefore as vulnerable as possible is the one who's going to go in. So it's a good time. All right, well, 41's plenty enough for that. So we'll go ahead and we'll do 1, and we'll 3 like that. And that's really it. Defender needs to roll defender morale check. That's probably not going to be enough. Being hit in the side and shaken and disordered is going to be +25.
Then that's not going to be enough. So
I think
routes.
it was the flank that did it, actually. Here I am just double checking. So this is type B. Disordered and shaken, that's +15. outflanked is +10. Yeah, so
Yep.
so they would just route. No step loss, just scoot.
All right, and they go back 6, right?
That's
Yep.
right. Okay. And then
Let's see, then who are they there? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
so I have to advance, and then I roll for pursuit. So let's do a single die there for pursuit. All right. I think under those circumstances, I'll just leave well enough alone and just recall in place. And we do. All right. Well, that was a big swing and a big miss.
Can I go straight north, or do I have to go in this direction?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. What do the special rules tell us? I mean, the first thing we need to remember is, the
All
special
right, probably
rules.
that way. Yeah.
It probably would make more sense for it to be that way. Just even if all you were trying to do is just say getting away from the enemy, because the enemy was attacking you from the southeast, so it seems like northwest would make more sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what your actual retreat rules are.
I would imagine it's back towards your depot, right?
Well, you would certainly think so, which again kind of would suggest northwest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, that's one of those rules I often don't know where to find it. Like maybe it's in the scenario itself, but then I feel like it isn't. I don't know. We're playing scenario 1, right?
We're playing the reboot of, I don't think it's scenario 1.
No, it is 1. We're just using the new rule.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, actually, I don't see anything. But I mean, that's just the logical thing, right? North and west, that's where you came from, so it makes sense. That's where you'd run back. All right. Well, I think that's it for old nervous Nelly Hedwigger.
I guess so.
When he was effective, he was really effective, and then when he wasn't, well, not so much.
That is the story of our life there.
So, Eric, I believe we're over to you for a
Okay,
title.
here we go. Oh, it's a special something, and it's a special something for the Prussians. An 04.
Oh, isn't that
Oh,
that
that's the
warrior?
aggressive leader. One Prussian command may advance to combat initiative required. It's got a little
Okay.
asterisk on it.
The asterisk means that once a commander has been marked for any of those, then you can't have any other special events for the remainder of the turn. But now let's look for
Now we got to find the rule.
aggressive leader. So each player rolls a die. Player with a high roll, and the Prussian wins ties, picks a Prussian command that is less than half of its units in the vineyard, has not yet been activated, and has at least one of its units as an LOS to any Austrian command south of the Laboschberg vineyard. Okay. So I guess first things first, you want to actually just roll a die, David?
Sure.
Roll 1. All right, and then we'll throw one, Eric.
Sure.
That's the spirit. So we're going to be the one then who picks the Prussian command that meets the criteria. The Prussian player then will roll initiative for the command leader, subtracting 1 if it's a cavalry command and adding 1 if it's an infantry command. However, of course, I think all the cavalry commands have activated, haven't they?
They have.
Yeah.
So we don't really have a whole lot of choice in the matter anymore. Let's see. If the leader passes, the command is activated, and the Prussian leader must advance them on any Austrian command to which it has LOS, with the goal of engaging them in close combat. If there are no eligible Prussian commands, but I'm sure there are, or if the leader fails the initiative roll, there is no penalty and there is no special result. For the command chosen, in every activation, at least one of the units must use all available movement points, and at the Prussian player's discretion, units may rapid march. This point allows the player to form his units up for a proper attack instead of an uncoordinated jumble of units. Also allows him to hasten the process by rapid marching if he just wants to get it over with. If the command does not contact the enemy in its special result activation, it will be the first activation of the next turn and any following turns. No initiative roll is necessary and will continue its advance in the same manner. If the initially chosen Austrian target command moves out of LOS, the Prussian player may opt to switch targets. Prussians are not limited to attacking only the units of that single command. Independent units and attached units may be activated along with the command per normal rules. Units of the command that are out of command leader's command range do not join in the move or attack. They are left behind. This event is a normal activation subject to end turn rules. That means if the units cannot move in the limited activation, they have still been chosen and will be the first activation of the next turn. And the event comes to an end when every combat unit within the chosen command has made a pre-close combat morale check. Okay.
Let's just hope to fail, because I don't want to go through all that other stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if nothing else, to me, that's like the ultimate bar special event, where it's not even a one-off. It's like it carries on until it's resolved.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see it just because I just want to see it.
Well, it looks like we only have 2 choices. One would be either with who is this, Kleist? And the other one would be with the Prince of Braunschweig.
Yep.
Prince of Braunschweig's got a line of sight to your guys in Sulkowitz, and Kleist has got a line of sight to my troops there in Lobositz, and actually the skirmishers in front of them. But those are the only 2 infantry. Those are the only 2 commands that haven't been activated yet. Everybody else has been activated.
No. Totally agree, but I'm questioning how it is that they have a line of sight.
Well, they got a guy here who has a line of sight there, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. It's kind of threaded between those 2, right? Yeah. Okay.
And this is an officer, and so he's not blocking line of sight. So even the guys.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, all right then. What do you think?
I think it would be fun to have them attack you. because they're coming down and they got to attack against that wall and everything else. I think that could be interesting.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. Plus, it'll get in the way of his attempted cavalry attack.
Exactly.
And, I mean, sure.
Exactly.
Why not?
It
all
has
right,
the
so
potential of causing chaos.
Well,
my favorite
isn't
thing.
that what it's all about? All right, David.
All right, so I do 2 single die rolls.
No.
1 and 2.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's
he passed.
I passed one of them.
What?
Isn't it like the?
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's just a single roll?
No, it was just a single die roll
Okay.
with a +1 because he was infantry. So
Yep, he
But he's
passed.
the free,
All
so he
right.
passed.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So it's now at this point a normal activation in the sense that you do the whole routine. Everybody's got to be in command. I assume everybody is.
Yep.
Independent units and attached units can activate along with, but I presume then, if that was the case, then they're subject to it. Well, actually, no, it doesn't really say that, does it? It says that independent units and attached units may be activated along with the command per normal rules. Unit of the command that are out of the command leader's command range do not join in the. Oh, okay, all right. So if you activate any independent units that are within his command, then they're part of this and are subject to all of the rules of it. If they're activated and they're outside of his command range, then they're not. They're just activated like they would be any time by any commander.
Now, how is he going to work once? Okay, I assume that the officer is going to move forward with him too to keep him in command, but they're going to get out of command of
Oh, they're going to get too far from Frederick?
right.
Well, yeah, because if Frederick is probably going to blow a gasket when he hears about this.
But how's that work then?
That's not a bug. That's a feature at this point, brother. So the way it would work is, of course, he would have to roll to put himself in command, which just like any leader does at the beginning of his activation. But again, remember, the thing is, you're not compelled to use rapid marching.
Right. No, I know that.
You're permitted to if you choose to. It is possible that you could like get pretty close to the enemy, like within one turn's march, but then fail your command die roll, in which case you'd still have to advance until you're 2 hexes away. And then the next turn, even if you failed, you're allowed to enter an enemy zone of control as long as you're already adjacent to it, even if you're out of command. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the truth is, it's going to take several turns for this to resolve itself. They're just going to be the first activation for the next several turns.
Yep, they certainly are.
And at least one of them has to move its full speed, and none of them are off the hook until all of them have engaged in pre-melee close combat, pre-close combat morale check. And yeah, there's a lot of horses in the way, so it's going to be a little bit.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be chaos.
It's going to be bar.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now I can move whatever I want.
Yeah, now you can do whatever you care to with the rest of them. Yeah.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This guy comes out a hook. That's 1. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's see. We'll put him under this guy here. Don't let me forget he's under there.
Yep. And you've got a chap who's here under your guns.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Just in case that guy keeps routing.
Just in case that guy keeps routing. Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll move him up there. Okay.
Okay. And I don't know, do we have a special result marker just as a reminder for us?
Now, what happens if this comes up again?
I just put a
That's
label on it saying suicide march.
There you go. That's all we need.
Yep.
Okay. So like, could it theoretically happen to more than one command of yours?
Yes.
I guess so.
Here, let me roll 04 again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. Oh, not quite.
Oh, that's terribly disappointing.
That's okay. That's
Okay.
1 for us, and it does advance the clock.
Okay, well then let me jump right on that, advancing the clock to 4 now. And all right, and that's an activation for us. Well, that certainly just made my end of the board more interesting than I wanted it. But I guess that's okay. So now I'm really like fond of the fog or smoke over silhouettes because it's going to channel the attack. So that's okay. All right. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate LO, and I'm gonna have to draw a replacement leader to do it. And I'm gonna have to figure out where the hell replacement leaders are in this module.
Are they maybe with the
Okay, I see a bunch of replacement leaders,
replacement leaders? Yep, there's at
but I'm
least
trying to
looks
figure
like
out.
there's 4 of them. There's
Oh.
what looks like a cavalry guy, and then 2 infantry guy maybe. I don't know. Right? There's like a 5-10, a 4-8, and another 4-8.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just trying to figure out. I was just looking through the rules that were explaining that Guasco is the replacement for Brown.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming that's who that middle unit is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in many of the bar games, his name is misspelled Gausco,
Ah,
like on the counter there.
right.
But that was not his name. And then I'm just looking, who's this STA? I don't know. Maybe that's just the difference between a infantry and cavalry. All right, I'm just going to drag one of these cavalries onto the board and see what happens. I mean, I really don't understand. It's almost like there are just 3 replacement units. That didn't look like it was doing a draw.
No. And that just
And
says it's got
and he's got
Kolrath.
And he's
And
got
you've
a
already
name.
got a Kolrath. Don't you already have a Kolrath over here? I mean, maybe it's his cousin or something. FLME
well, you know.
Kolrath. Kolrath, I don't know.
Well, what do the special rules say?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through here. I was just hoping I was going to stumble across something.
Now, he's got different stats than your infantry leader.
Detachment leader, wing leader. If the wing leader Kolrat becomes a casualty, he is replaced by a named replacement leader called Starrenberg, a named replacement leader. If Lucchese becomes a casualty, he's replaced by a named replacement leader Kolrat. Those are the only replacements for any Austrian wing leaders. There are no replacement leaders for Lacy, Radicati, or the 2 named replacement leaders C.A. If they become casualties, then Rule 21.6c becomes into effect. Wing leader Radicati, his commands automatic. Oh, okay, so all of that just kind of says, what about the other ones? Are we just supposed to use the regular replacement units. In other words, these all look like very specific
Yeah.
replacements.
Yeah.
Not what I should be using here. I'm just going to delete him off of there. So do we have generic replacement leaders?
I don't see any. It looks like the Prussians have got different ones here. S L P Q H D P V P Z. They've got different ones over here that don't seem to have a name per se. But I didn't see any counters.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to keep looking. Leader, command. Okay. Certain leaders have specific named replacement counters. When called for, use the named replacements before any other method. And then, if a named replacement is not available, this is page 5 of the updated rules, and in green, which is what we should be using here. If a named replacement is not available and the lost leader is eligible for replacement, use the generic Prussian and Austrian leader replacement counters found on the Prague counter sheet. Well, how am I going to do that? There are 10 Prussian and 10 Austrian replacement leaders. Randomly pick a replacement counter of the appropriate nationality to replace a missing leader. Use the replacement counter until the missing leader returns, if ever. Per series rule 21.5. Generic replacement counters have 2 values for the leader's command range. Use the smaller one when replacing command leaders, and the larger one on the right is not used in Lobositz. Okay. We may be in a little bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything in the... I mean, so we just want to use the same unit, but then maybe just make a note that, like, his values aren't as good,
maybe,
or
maybe just put it in a comment, I guess.
Yeah, you could make a little note.
Like
say,
under his.
Yeah, like -1. Just like knock all of his stats down by 1. So
well,
or
yeah,
something like that, right?
Hold on here. So I'm gonna open Prague, just because why the heck not? Okay.
That's true. We could kind of.
I mean, I don't think I can copy it, but if nothing else, I could draw one of them.
Yeah, just draw one of them and just write the stats down.
Use that in the way you just described to update. Okay, all right. So
and then in the comment, just put his new stats.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. So here I am doing that. Oh, and by the way, in my Prague game, I'm down to 2 of the 10 Austrian replacement leaders.
Oh my gosh.
It's been one of those days.
It's been lots of letters to widows, it sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you. So, Empress Maria Theresa, thanks your family for their service to the empire there.
Valiant sacrifice. Okay, so here I'm going to look for Austrian units. I'm going to scroll, hoping I'm going to find replacement leaders somewhere. Replacement units. Okay, all right. And there's just 1 in there, so I'm going to drag him out, and hopefully he turns into a unit. And I flip him over, and wow, what a name. Zachary Haas? All right. So he's got a 2 initiative rating, He's got a -6 ER and a +1 CV. So pretty crap for initiative, but otherwise okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we just going to make a copy of?
Yeah, so just copy the guy. So his dead body is still over there, so we know to deduct points.
Right.
And just put him, and then put the unit. Put him back there, and just write down what the in the note section.
All right. So here I am looking for. Oh, he was LO, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's LO.
There we go. All right, so he's on the field now, and we'll just update. We'll change his label to 2 IR -6 ER +1 CV. It's got a good beat. You can dance to it.
Yep.
All right, and he's going to go stack with one of the units there. So I guess he'll stack with that one. And that means that disorder comes off automatically. And then this guy will have to roll. So we'll go ahead and roll for them. That's going to be no. More than a little disappointing, but at least the points are covered. Okay, and then I think the rest of the command are all routed.
Yeah, the other two are routed down there.
Right. Okay. And since I got that other guy out front, boy, that's not great. I would have gladly used a bunch of pursuit points to move the hell back, but I guess that's not going to be part of today's menu. But I don't really want to leave him out there, and I can't do a line back up with disordered cavalry anyway, and they've only got 3 movement points, so they can't really do very much very useful. So I guess I'm just stuck, and I'll just leave them right where they are. Don't know what else to do, honestly. That's how baseball go.
In a word, yes.
Boy, is that really what I should do? Or should I just turn around and take a whack out of somebody here? I mean, how often are you going to get that chance, right?
Not as often as you like.
Not as often as I'd like. So what do I do with this knucklehead if that's what I'm thinking of, though? Because 1, 2, 3, all that does is put his ass out in the air. And you got cavalry can hit from either side, so.
Well, you just hope that we get the initiative. Maybe there's a way that we can salvage the situation.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess I need to roll to see if this guy can put himself in command because he's too far away from Lucchese. All right. I don't think I really want to get too cute, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Yeah, here goes nothing. So we'll go ahead and try to charge. Looks like we're going to charge. 1, 2, 3. And so now the defender needs to roll morale check. Looks like that's going to be enough to stand even with a +25. And so then we'll see what we got. I've got 11. You've got 9?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I've got.
Well, actually, he's disordered, so he's halved, right?
Oh, actually, For some reason, both of them had disorder markers on them. There, that looks better. So I'm sorry. Yes, you're quite right. He's halved, so he's really 5.
Yeah.
So
you're
it's
2 to 1.
11 to 5 would be 2 to 1. My numbers are +6, +7, 8, because you're in my zone of control, 9, 10, 11, because of the 3 charge hexes. And I think you're at, +3 more because I'm in your flank, so it's +14. And I think you're at 0.
Right, he's a 5, but then he is
Shaking.
shaken, so yes.
And I'm not in his zone of control, so he doesn't get the +2. It's 2 to 1 +14.
Nice.
If I've ever heard anyone screaming out for a 0.
This is if so, I'm just going to clip this and make it a short, and we can just watch it over and over and over again on YouTube, 30 seconds. We calculate all this stuff, and then you roll a 0. So
Yeah, it's almost like we should just roll the dice first.
yeah. Particularly when it's
just-
these sort of odds.
Yeah, just spare yourself, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm surprised it's not a 0.
Oh,
Well, it's still
it's a
off the charts.
It's a 3 route.
okay. Now, you're prohibited from even moving into the vineyard, aren't you?
Cavalry, yeah.
Yeah, cavalry
I
and
knew you
artillery
wanted-
cannot go into the vineyard.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I suppose probably just need to route as north and west as you can while skirting the vineyard, I guess. I don't know what else you can do.
Right.
'Cause
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be okay with that.
What?
Well, because if you think about it, if you're trying to make a retreat that's getting away from the enemy, it's hard to see how that is doing it.
Oh, I see what you mean. So he would have to kind of do a little leg, like go this way and then go that way?
I mean, I gotta believe, because otherwise you're not actually getting farther away. You're staying 2 hexes away. You know, for example, if you said your retreat path was this, then this, well, then it's not a straight line. And if you're saying your retreat path is this, well, then you actually haven't gotten farther away from the enemy at that point.
Yeah. So it'd have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
So
the only reason-
you're going to make
the only
me go
reason-
over that guy. Okay.
That's what I'm going to do, yes.
All right.
I mean, obviously, you actually have to retreat past him because you can't stop on top of him, and he has to roll to a friendly unit retreats morale check, which is, I think, type F. As badly outnumbered as I am and as badly outclassed as my cavalry is, I'm going to have to take every opportunity I can here.
I don't quite agree with it, but that's fine. I'll do it. So what's the modifier?
Probably no modifier, I wouldn't guess.
Yeah, I don't see, if it's a type F, I don't see
Type F,
friendly unit retreats. Good unit becomes shaken and disordered if it fails. If it passes, it stays. I don't see anything. You haven't lost 50%. You're not shaken.
No.
You're not disordered. You know.
You're not in a weird formation,
Yeah.
so
You're not
Yeah.
outflanked or whatever. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, they pass.
Yeah, the only real downside to the Type F morale check is that you go directly to shaken and disordered if you fail, not just shaken even. So it's a real mess if you fail it. Okay. All right. I need to move in. And I need to adopt facing commensurate with following you out. And then I need to roll pursuit. Oh God. Yeah, that's great. That is pretty supreme. Getting a lot of free movement out of this. Ooh.
Push him one more forward, and then he'll be at -6. Then he'll be half dead. Then he'll have a penalty on trying to recover.
Yeah, and really, I mean, I don't think I'm in any graver danger having moved forward one than I am
Yeah.
already. I'm in deep kimchi regardless.
Yeah.
So, all right, gonna have to roll with a +5, but the leader's a -6. So let's see how that goes. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, it was a nice, very, very satisfying damage to the enemy just before they come and absolutely overrun us all. But oh well. All right. Well, that's it then for that activation. I think it's David's
Yep.
roll
Yep.
at long last.
Oh, there's another big one moving the clock again.
Moving the clock. We're down to 5 now.
Yep. And
Okay.
So now over to you.
Yeah, I guess so. And I guess now that I know that there's company coming.
Yep.
It's a wing if you want it.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No, well, and of course, since he's basically moved almost all of his troops, it really hardly matters, right?
True.
It's not like it's some turns where we were trying to run out the clock.
Yeah, I think he's only got the one command. Kleist is the only one who hasn't moved yet.
My old buddy Kleist. Okay. Interesting. What is the story with the Solowitz Square?
I'm going to adjust here. I have another unit under this artillery here, so I'm going to move him up with the rest of his gang there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see him. I guess the shadow was misleading. Okay, so all of Solowitz is just village hexes, is that right? So what looks like the walled church really isn't anything different? Is that correct?
My understanding,
yes,
it's treated just like a village hex.
Okay.
Because we didn't have anything that seemed to be particularly
Right.
that
It was
stated
just
special structures or something like that. Kind of like at
right.
At Coley,
Okay,
we had a couple
well.
of special structures.
That is all good. All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and activate M, and I'll go ahead and activate these grenadiers that are with M down here in the Solowitz area. Now that they're getting a sense that there's trouble coming their way. A sense,
of course.
Yeah. All right. So where is the lead? Oh, there he is. Okay. And he is in reach of his commander. So everyone's in command. And then we just need to figure out who's going to do what. I will go ahead and I think I'm going to take these guys out of skirmish. And I'm just going to move this guy in underneath. And then I'm going to move him forward like that. And then, since I very thoughtfully have someone burning down the village in front of me, I'm just going to turn. I don't need to protect that anymore. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to move there. And I think that's going to be it. And I'll just flip this guy over. All right.
All right.
Ready to receive the charge.
Go ahead and roll. Michael, it's yours.
Very good.
That's another one for
All
us.
right.
And
we
it
keep
moves the clock
blitzing
again.
down the clock. Yeah, we sure do. All right. Another one for us. All right, we'll go ahead and activate, what's his name, Wolfersdorf here. And he's right there with Colrott, so no reason to change anything there. This guy's going to move 1, 2, and he'll stop there. And then this guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And I think that's going to be it for them.
That was exciting.
Oh, I'm all about the excitement.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a special something for us this time. A 3-0. Activation.
That's
Player
just an
receives
activation.
normal, not limited activation for an
Yeah.
unactivated command.
No.
Okay, so nothing special apparently.
Yeah, nothing special. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything left I need to do.
All right, so we have to flip somebody over, right?
Understood. I was just sitting there thinking, was there any reason for me to worry about any of this, or do I just start flipping somebody over and I'll just flip this guy over because I'm not going to do anything with him this turn anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Let me roll again. Hey, it's still one for us, but we don't move the clock.
Don't move the clock. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay. All right. David, over to you.
Over to me. All right. Boom.
Oh, that's another one for
Move the
us.
clock,
And that is
another
going to
one
move
for
the
you.
clock. So now we're down to 7. And then
I'm out of. Yeah.
So
you're
I
gonna
flip
need.
people over. So I
Yep.
can flip over Radicati. There we go.
I had radicati at dinner the other night.
That's delicious, isn't it? All right, it's over to you, Michael.
All right.
And that's going to move the clock, and that's the last one for us, I guess.
Yeah, and that was the end turn, so you were committed to an end turn anyway. But
yep. So
all right.
I can just flip over who hasn't gone. Actually, yeah, Veed is already gone. Radicati's gone. I guess all my people have gone. O'Donnell's gone. Have you got all
What
your
about
people gone?
Lowenstein?
Who?
Lowenstein?
Wait a minute. Radicati is a wing leader, isn't he?
Oh, okay. You're right. Okay, sorry, Lowenstein.
So he really should have been Lowenstein.
Flipped the wrong guy over. Yeah.
Okay, all good. Okay. So you're saying you're already out?
Yep, I'm already out.
Okay, well in that case, this goes to David for his last activation, which is a limited activation, so there's probably not much to do.
Just boom. Like, flip the guy.
Okay.
Flip.
Okay, well, for a change, we really have some serious dough riding on this rally phase. And it looks like the Austrians go first. So we start with shaken units, which I have an unfortunate abundance of. You have anybody up there, Eric?
I do not.
Okay, well, we'll just start here on the left, I guess, down with these morons. See how we do. Oh!
They might
Oh,
be
you
happy.
wanted us to charge? We hadn't known. We didn't understand. Okay. And I think the ones with the leader here are shaken in disorder just to add insult to injury. So they're going to be rolling at plus 15 minus 3, so plus 12. You guys. Okay. If they were French, I would assume that they were having a dispute over mistresses, but
Yes.
I'm not sure what the story is with Austrians. I think that's it for my shaken, guys. And if you don't have any shaken, then I guess it's time for me to go to routed.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody has to roll individually for routing. And so I will start with, whoops, I missed there, the top unit. And it's going to be plus 15. And
He should
without
be happy.
having looked at him, I'm going to assume that that's probably okay. Yep, he only needed a 43. All right, so he goes to shaken and disordered. I'm just going to hold him there while I roll for the other guy. He'll adopt a facing in a minute. And the other guy very much doesn't. In fact, he actually loses an increment in the process, and then also hightails it. And I've been seeing plenty of that at Prague.
Well, would he go that way or would he go to the east?
I don't know. That's a good question.
This?
I think both edges are.
You know, I would feel a lot happier if I could find where it says that, because, I mean, it seems like it ought to be in here somewhere, and I don't know why I'm not seeing it.
Would it be under the scenario rules?
Well, I looked for it there. It didn't leap out at me. I'm looking for disorder, activation command, no. Leader losses, visibility, no. Burning down the house, no. Skirmishers. You know, I'd like to see it under Austrian special rules or in the scenario. That feels like where it ought to be. Because I could kind of see how in the scenario it might not always be the same. You know, if like it's a scenario that's smaller than the full battle.
Right.
But I'm not really clear that I'm seeing it anywhere. Unless maybe it's under.
Look right under 7. It may be there. That's not specified on.
Special leaders. Scenarios 1.
There's the Prussian line of retreat.
Oh.
Towards the west map edge. The Austrian line of retreat is toward the east or south map edge.
Where did you see that?
This is 7.0A.
Oh, so it was under scenarios, just not under any one in particular.
Right.
Ah, okay. So.
But it doesn't say when you use one or the other.
7.0A. Russian line of retreat towards the west map edge. Austrian line towards the east or south. Yeah, that doesn't really give you much, does it?
I would just send him east, I guess.
Well,
since it gives
I
them
mean,
a choice of
actually,
either one or the other, right?
I mean, yeah, I know. It's interesting. I don't know
I'm
if
going to
I,
make you go south.
yeah. Well, I mean, I can see why you. Yeah, there are other games where they actually like Luthen, for example. Um, they specify that you need to go to the nearest map edge, either this one or that one, but the nearest one. It doesn't say it here, so it kind of leaves it. But obviously, it's ridiculously gamey to run for for the farthest one, right? I mean, that doesn't make any sense either. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'd be
mean,
willing.
but we imagine that they're falling off the edge of the earth, kind of stuff. They go off the edge of the map, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever. All right. So this guy now, I guess, is going to adopt this facing. Whoops. Do I not have anybody selected? There we go. That facing. All right. And then we'll go to the next stack here. Again, same thing. Top unit first. Oh yeah. And then the bottom unit even more so. Okay. Well, whether that's a good idea or not, we're about to find out, but that is apparently what they decided to do. So I'm going to just pull the routed marker off of that guy because it's not meaningful, and they'll adopt that facing there. And I think that's it for all my rallies. And then I guess it's over to David.
Right.
Yeah.
David's got a
so
couple
now
of shaking guys up in the vineyard.
we'll start up there. All right. So we'll start with this guy here. Dump. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
So he's half dead, shaken and disordered, but he's like a super grenadier, so he's probably happy.
he's a 19. Yeah. So what? What's his 25? Is that the?
So this is a rally attempt, which is I. So 50% loss is 10. So he's got it. It's just 25 from the looks of it.
Right. Okay.
So yeah. So he's fine.
So that's not the decrease. There we go. So he's just disordered now. All right, this guy here. He's still shaking.
Isn't it like his third try?
Something like that.
Hasn't he been shaking?
Yeah, he's been shaking for a
He's
while.
gotten into the wine.
Yep, he's gotten into the wine. Yep. So, all right. Down further. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm sure there's some others shaking. Oh, I think that's my
mostly
own.
mostly just routed people now.
Yeah, looks like it's all routed down there.
Oh yeah, you had a couple of shaken ones I was able to convert for you.
Yeah, you converted them. All right, so let's start with, all right, so we got 2 rolls for this one. Top one. Oh, he's fine. Next one. And he's not.
No, like really not.
So he loses one?
Yeah, he loses one and runs another 6, which is interesting.
All right.
So he's going west,
1,
I
2,
guess, right?
3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6. Yep,
Seems
I'm
reasonable.
Yep, I'm headed west. And then this guy is now shaken and disordered. I do that right? Yep, I think I did that right. All right, next we'll try this guy here. He's probably gonna go too, but
No,
I don't think. Yeah, he's not gonna lose anybody.
that's right. Yeah, but he keeps moving.
And now I'm assuming they're going to have to move towards that gap. They're not gonna be moving towards the mountain behind them.
Yeah, I mean, I would just assume that from where he's going now, just, go run through the village to head up to the northwest, I would
Yeah.
think.
All right, and then we try this guy here.
Well, he's going to be plus 25, but
No
doesn't
problem.
care. He's
Yeah.
just angry now.
Yeah.
Oh, and you still have one more chap here.
Oh. Okay. Yes, I do, don't I? All right, and
That's right.
he's got a. All right, so that guy there, boom. Oh, he's fine too. All right. That's 11. Let's see, he is. All right, so, okay, so. All right, where's my other K guy? Yeah, oh, he's there. All right, so, no, there should be another one.
Oh, there's one.
Yep, I got it. I got them all.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That may seem like a really uncomfortable place to be, but it could be worse. Because if you were here, that would be worse.
Uh-huh. I do have that guy down.
And it appears from all evidence that my guys are more afraid of you than you are of me.
Hey, for good
right.
reason.
I think
All
so.
right, so I think that's recoveries, right?
I
believe in it.
Yep.
I believe it is. I don't think we have anything left. So we can click the end turn button and the move button. And
We could advance the clock to
And we
the 1240 turn. And
back to the top. And then we can do a quick save as, just to be on the safe side. 1240. All right. Very good. Very good. Well, so that was entertaining.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
I expect it's going to get a lot of worse before it gets better, but it was entertaining.
Yeah. Are we going to continue or are we going to call it here?
I don't know. What do you think? Does it make more sense to be partway through a turn?
It's fine with me either way. We're about an hour and 20 minutes into what's usually a 2-hour session for us.
Let's go ahead and proceed on then.
Yeah.
To
If nothing
to
else,
the next.
we can see how much stuff bursts into flames.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes to roll for in Solowitz. Do we have any to roll for? We got a bunch of them to roll for up your way, don't we?
Yep.
All right. Well, so let's just start. We'll go clockwise like so.
Sounds good.
And we're looking for an 8 or a 9 to spread the fire?
I'm looking for 8s and 9s, yep.
Okay.
And you didn't give me any, so.
Well,
and then what do we got up here?
Okay, and then
Well,
I
like I said,
think we got 6 up there. We
1,
don't have anything,
2,
so
4,
we'll just
5,
start at
6.
12 o'clock and just work our way around, right?
Okay.
Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have number 1 is this hex here. So that one, so the guy's got to displace, correct?
that's right.
Okay, and let me go ahead and clone that and move that. Oh, I cloned the square counter as well. We don't need that. And then we had
5.
That one.
this one there. Okay. Interesting. So those guys need to go somewhere. So I guess, so how does this work? Do they move, if they go here, do they adopt the facing of that guy? Is that how that works?
Let's take a look. If the unit is in a hex that's on fire, the owning player moves the unit to any legal adjacent non-fire hex, keeping its same formation and facing. If they become disordered, If already disordered, they also become shaken. Is that? No. Hold on. No. Yeah. If there are units in a new fire hex, the owning player must displace them per point C, which is what I was just reading. Any legal adjacent non-fire hex keeping the same formation and facing, the implication being that they could only move into an adjacent hex where somebody already has that same.
Okay. So they'd have to go into that hex then. Or they could move into that hex.
Well, actually, that's an interesting question because...
Or they could go into that hex.
I think they would have to move to, in this case, an empty hex because nobody has got their same formation and facing.
Yeah, because they had a hook.
Right. Yeah, so they should still be in hook.
Yeah. Okay.
And really, I'm thinking with now a solid wall of fire behind you, you should probably just roll around and just let him have that part of the town, because all it's going to do is get you trapped with fire behind you.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And of course, I'm actually a big fan of the fire now because it just channels this attack on me. So take your pick, I guess. Okay. Well, that was entertaining, as it ever is. Now, the first activation goes to...
They become disordered too, though, right?
Yeah, they do. And that I had not realized until just now. So, and if they're already disordered, they also become shaken. So they would both be disordered. And I think we had not noticed that in the past. On the other hand, the enemy was far enough away that it also didn't matter a lot.
Right.
But what?
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So our buddy, the Prince of Braunschweig, the Suicide March. Oh, that didn't Sousa do that one?
Yes, that is. I think it's one of his favorites. I know I enjoyed playing it on the trombone.
Absolutely. It's a bouncy little number.
Yep. Very bouncy.
Let me see so we don't even have to roll for an activation.
No,
right?
no, he's automatically the first one.
All right. So let me see my special rules here.
I like the way you got this infernal column look here. It kind of looks like a phalanx coming at me.
Okay, which one is
really,
this under aggressive?
All being in the way is just
It's
a
the
mess.
aggressive commander.
Yeah.
Special result thing.
All right, so I don't have to. All right, so so right now, do I have to? Okay, is he in command? Let's see. Yes, he should still be in command with, what's this, Frederick?
Yep. 10 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8 hexes away.
Yeah.
All of his troops are in command easily.
Yep.
All right, so we got that there, and that. Oh-de-do-do-do. What's the best way to do this? All right, so your only gun over there right now is that little stack of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're really more ideally focused on the protecting the cavalry than they are on dealing with you.
All right. And what's stacking? 18?
Think so?
Stacking in the clear is,
Yeah.
if you're in line, it's 16. If you're in march column or attack column, it's 32.
All right, 16 stack.
Oh, it's 18 for cavalry. That's why you're remembering that.
Yeah.
Because you actually had an 18 stack
Yep.
a minute ago.
All right. All right. 2, 3, 4. All right, so everybody else can file in behind here, right? At this point, because somebody made his max. Am I missing a ZAS? It's ABR.
I see.
There's just one ZAS.
Okay.
So you've got.
There's only one ZAS.
Yeah.
Only one
You've got
ZAS.
Yeah, so you got a total of 8 units.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
6,
it's just 3 of the Anhalts and
8.
just one ZAS.
All right, and all right. Okay, I think that's the prince has moved.
Well, now we don't know what to do.
Yeah, right.
Now we roll the dice again.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Michael. All right, well, that's going to move the clock, and that is one for
All right.
us.
Okay.
So I think you should probably start off first.
I probably should. Trying to figure out exactly what to do, but I guess I'd better start with LO. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start with LO, who is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so he's going to have to roll to put himself in command. I don't think that's a big deal. His initiative is
2.
2. Yeah, don't even need to flip him over. All the facts are up front. So, All right, that's that. Both of his units are in command of him. We'll roll to undisorder this guy, which blessedly we manage. Okay.
And you've got this guy down here too.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Yes. Yes, I'll need to roll for him as well. There we go. Oh, that's funny. He was in command too.
Yep.
Thanks to having moved over so far. All right, but now what? I ask you. Gotta deal with those idiots. Then what?
Okay, who's activating?
LO.
Okay, and so he had to roll, right?
Yeah, he had to roll and he failed, so he
Okay.
can't do any rapid marching.
And he can't do any charges.
No, he can
No,
do
he can
charges.
do charges.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is a unit that's out of command couldn't do a charge. They could do an op charge, they could do a counter charge, but they couldn't do a charge. But a leader out of command only affects you in the movement segment. And really, since charging all happens in the close combat segment, there's really nothing to prevent an out of command cavalry leader from having his units conduct charges.
Okay.
Right. Now I think an out of command infantry leader can't have his guys who fails his thing can't have his guys do a assault.
Oh no, they can.
Oh, they
it's
can.
Just that it's just that the only during the movement segment, the only time you could move into an enemy zone of control is if you're already adjacent to it, and that's the only thing you do is move into the zone of control. But if you're any farther away than that, then you can't move into an enemy zone of control.
Okay. So if you're already adjacent, you could initiate an assault, but if you weren't, you couldn't.
Or if you're nearly adjacent, right? If you're 2 hexes away, you can move in and finish the job. Presumably, the idea being that by then you're kind of on autopilot, I guess. But if you're further away, you're waiting for orders to go in, and you don't have them.
Okay.
But it is more of a problem for infantry leaders than it is for cavalry leaders. And I guess really cavalry leaders are probably trained to be more aggressive and obnoxious anyway. I didn't hear any argument with that, so that's good.
Nope. I've known too many cavalry leaders.
Okay. But now what?
Attack.
Oh, I'm going to attack. But we haven't established exactly whom and in what order.
That is always the tricky part.
I feel like one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what do I do with this guy? All right, well, let's do the one thing we know about. Nobody really enjoys sitting and watching me cogitate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, never mind. That was obviously not what I was going to do. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay, so that'll be that. We'll go ahead and roll for close combat and see how that goes.
I think they're going in.
That's going to be good enough. 1, 2, 3. And defender needs to make a morale check.
32.
You might want to check that. Those guys are good. Yeah, they're good enough. Because that was plus 15, but that 30 was what you needed. So
Yeah.
they stand. Okay. All right. The odds are 11 to 14, so it's 1 to
Nope,
1.5.
it's 11 to 7.
Thank you. That's well, it's really probably 11 to 8, honestly.
Well, he's got 7
Each.
in each, so, and they're halved, right? So it's just, why wouldn't it be 7?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. That's the sort of thing that you'd think I would just know off the top of my
Well,
head.
it doesn't matter. It's the same odds, right?
No, because 11 to 7 and 11 to 8 would be different odds. 11 to 7 would be 1.5 to 1.
Yeah.
But 11 to 8 would only be 1 to 1. So, it does matter.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why he's got 14 increments there. He's disordered, so he's halved, so that's 7 increments. Is there some obscure rule that we're missing?
No, this is something that every game that has things needs to deal with. And that is, are you having the individual units and rounding them, or are you having the entirety and rounding that? A unit's movement allowance is halved, rounded. Yeah, that's not what I want. Where's the... where is it? Okay, when a unit's movement allowance is halved, rounded. The maximum number of SPs that can fire from a hex is halved, rounded. Its current SPs are halved, rounded for close combat odds calculations. But it's saying a units. So my take is that each of those units is a 4. Because each of them is a 3.5 and it rounds to 4. So it becomes 8. So it's 1 to 1 odds.
Okay.
And
again, Barr comes through and has actually handled the situation.
yeah, even when you kind of scratch your head and wonder why that's the rule, at least there's not any question what it is, right? Okay, I've got 6. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not 6, it's 5, because this is a replacement leader. He's only good for +1. 6, 7, because of the medium cavalry in the zone of control. 8, 9, 10 for the charge movement. 11, 12, 13 for the flank. And the defenders are 6. And I think that's it. So I think it's 1 to 1 plus 7. Any disagreements with that?
Sounds reasonable.
All right. Let's see what that amounts to. Oh, dear.
Well, that's a good die roll.
Well, yeah, that's the top of the chart on 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So is that a 1-3R?
Yep,
Yep.
a 1-3
1 3
R.
Okay. Okay.
Now, how am I routing to this square?
That is a great question. And I'm honestly, even as I was maneuvering around you, I was thinking, how the hell are we going to handle this? Because the first priority is to get away from the people who are assailing you, but clearly you're in a box. So I'm just trying to figure out what really makes sense. It obviously directly away from the enemy would be southeast, but that's a problem. Directly south, kind of a problem. But going south and west seems like a problem too, right?
Which way? I mean, it's either going to be this, or it's going to be this. I don't see really any other option for it.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, it doesn't, especially since there is enough room for you to turn around and run the other way. That seems reasonable to me. So presumably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as straight as the line could be, considering the impossibility of everything.
Yep.
And now here's where we get into a little bar mechanical trouble, because for all that I'm okay with that, then obviously I have to be able to turn that way because I have to be able to follow you in the pursuit.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm not supposed to turn in a pursuit. I don't know. We'll have to figure the pursuit out, because if I was going to pursue you, I'd follow you through those hexes.
All right. Now the stuff coming off, is that 2 off for one and 1 off the other?
Yeah, it's your choice because they're the same size.
Yeah, so one guy's going to have 3 hits, the other guy's going to have 2 hits, I guess.
And my policy is always make it the guy on the bottom take the extra hit, because you're not counting on the one on the bottom as much.
Yep.
But you do you.
I did me.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll pursuit and just see what we get. Well, okay. Now that's a more interesting number that does complicate things.
Well,
so
the weird thing is you can't pursue me into that if you do, if you're faced the way you are.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So I guess in order to pursue, I really had to adopt at the very least this facing.
Yeah. So 1, and then.
And so, I mean, if I'm going to let you turn as you're retreating, you're going to have to let me turn while I'm pursuing. I can't think of any other way to handle this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other way. I mean, makes sense to me. It's
okay. So it's 6. 6 is pretty entertaining. I'm just trying to think of what to do with 6. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can actually make contact with you.
And what would that do?
I don't know, because it never happens.
There's got to be some occasion where somebody rolled well enough to get lots of pursuit points.
Yeah. A retreated unit is eliminated when one of the following occurs. For each retreat path hex entered, not pursuit point expended, because they're not quite the same. They usually are. The pursuing cavalry, the retreating unit or stack loses 1 SP. If this causes the retreating unit to lose its last SP, it's eliminated. When the pursuing cavalry enters the retreat path hex occupied by the retreating unit is eliminated. The pursuing cavalry retains whatever facing it had when it entered the hex. In either case, pursuit movement is ended. If no recall has already been attempted, a recall disorder check is made. Any unused pursuit points may be used for free movement. Otherwise, the procedure goes to the pursuit completion step. So, see, and I'm not a huge pursuer as a rule, but then partially that's because I keep rolling ones. So now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if I could just eliminate the whole unit by moving 6, I'll just
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, that seems like money well spent, even if it means that I got a better chance of being disordered at the end of it all. Because I figure I'm a dead man walking next turn anyway.
I would
right.
give it a shot.
All right. All right, 4, 5, and then 6 puts me in your hex. Those units are eliminated. I'm that facing, and then I'll roll a recall. The recall is going to be plus 30 because I've used 6 pursuit points. Ooh, that's going to be close.
So your leader is
He's still a -6, so that's 22, so that's 52. So I just made it.
Wow. So that means you're not disordered.
I'm not disordered. I still have 3 pursuit points I can use for free movement.
No, you used all 6.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. My bad. I don't know.
Yeah, if you had 9, that would be a different story, but yeah.
No, you know what I was thinking about is when we were playing Saint Foy,
right?
There's only 1 cavalry unit in the whole game. 1, and it's not even very impressive. And my opponent correctly perceived that I had a shaken unit with a flank that was open.
Right.
And so he went ahead and charged on in and obliterated them.
Right.
Including taking out some 6-pounders, and then rolled a 9 for pursuit points.
Oh my gosh.
And went charging off and had himself positioned to be able to threaten my skirmishers over on the left side. And I'm just like, holy, I mean, from somebody I was not paying any attention to and really not bothered by, holy heck, did he make a mess. And then the next game we played, it wasn't quite as effective, but he still won and rolled a 9 for his pursuit points.
Wow.
So I think I had 9 on the brain.
Well, and they do look similar, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, that still was big entertainment, and I don't know, maybe worth it.
Well, that
certainly
was
entertaining.
16. I mean, between this turn and last, we wiped out 20 increments of cavalry, not counting the stuff that routed away. So just the guys that got blown away by the guns.
Yeah, you've been quite effective right now.
So that should go some way towards evening things up. So,
yeah, well, considering how many guys I got shaken and disordered standing around cowering at the edge of the battlefield, I have been doing pretty well.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to flip him over.
Okay. I guess it's time for me to roll the dice, or do we want to pause the game at this moment?
Oh, well, we're right at 2 hours now, aren't we?
Yep. It's up to you guys.
Okay, yeah. No, let's do that.
Okay. Cool. That way we've got a cliffhanger. We don't know who's going to win, who's going to lose, who's going to break even, who gets the next initiative.
Honestly, I've been steamrolled by the Prussians so many times that this is giving me an indecent amount of pleasure. So, does everybody want to talk about what's going on at Prague?
Sure. I'm going to hit the save button here, and if you got something to share, then we can share that, and folks that are watching.
Yeah. I'm just going
see what's going on.
to try to find why did they change they changed the way I do this, which is making me insane. There we go. Let's try that. Is that showing up?
Give me half a second.
Trying to find it here.
Discord. Watch the stream.
Streaming live.
There we go.
Watch stream. There it is.
There we go.
Yep.
And it looks like Matt is in the chat with us. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hello. Can you hear me? Great.
I can.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So it's 10:40, and this is the continuation of my solo game I've been playing, where Frederick decided to forego the flank march and just go charge straight into the Austrians.
Right.
Which I figured playing solo made more sense, because something that insane probably would be a complete waste of the other guy's time, whatever. And it's interesting. I mean, for one thing, it is a staggering amount of casualties you take just doing a brute force frontal attack like this.
Right.
The Prussians have taken most of the earthworks. I don't know if you can see my cursor. There's an earthwork over here that the Austrians still have. There's an Austrian earthwork here that they still have. And
Right.
I think those may be the last two, because I think all the rest of them have fallen one way or another, which means, of course, an awful lot of Austrian artillery has been taken out. And the other thing that's happening is just the infantry losses are getting so high that, especially in the middle, the Prussians really started not having any troops.
Wow.
They had a lot of troops over here because some of them came in this way, and it just
Right.
took them longer to get there. And so that's where Zieten came on the board and started attacking here in the middle, because it's not like the Austrians were in great shape, but there also really weren't a lot of Prussian infantry left. So it's like, if you want to keep the pressure up, sending in the cavalry made sense. Of course, then that drew in Haddock's light cavalry. The Glasgow's Grenadiers are also deploying in here. Probably the big change this turn is that all these skirmishers over here that had been kind of holding the flank in this village and in those woods, mostly been run off.
Right.
And so the Prussians have a lot of infantry over here, and it's suddenly looking like their flanks hanging out in the air a little bit. As soon as the Prussians get into this village, there's not going to be any flank there. Obviously, lots of Austrian troops over here, but not notoriously fast moving.
Right.
And I think Glasgow's Grenadiers are going to have to come back this way to go reinforce. Yeah, and unfortunately, they kind of were there to try to fill in the gaps here in the middle. So, again, going to be a little bit of a trick, but we all probably know from painful personal experience, they are quite good. And they're fresh.
Yep.
So they might be able to stem the tide there. The cavalry over here has finally started mixing it up, and it is, hilarious as it ever is. You see that one Prussian cavalry unit that's facing the wrong way?
Yep.
He ran up and smacked an Austrian cavalry unit up here, and then raced back, but ran out of pursuit points before he could get turned around. And so then that drew the Austrians in, and they had some success. They chased off some of the Prussians, including, I think, the Prussian leader of that cavalry outfit is back here, which is awkward. Anyway, so more cavalry action over here, starting to reform a really shaky infantry line here in the middle. You can see there's lots of light cavalry still around here.
Right.
So I don't know. It's interesting. It's kind of moved into a different phase where it's a whole lot more combined arms, and the Prussians are actually getting their guns wheeled up close enough that they actually have some utility. They're still firing uphill, which gives you a negative die roll modifier, so that's not great. but they're also getting to the point where they're close enough that it really isn't going to matter much. So maybe the Prussian guns will actually get some use. These skirmishers are finally wiped out. There's like, I think, one strength point under that shaken marker over there. But honestly, and this is like Winterfeld and some of the other guys from Schwerin's command. And, honestly, their purpose here is to hold these guys.
Yep.
Keep them from sliding away. And of course, that similarly, right, these cavalry
over there. Yeah.
This cavalry from bothering them. So it's kind of like a big standoff over here because everybody wants to keep their powder dry. And yet I'm starting to see that there's a crisis here that's going to have to be dealt with pretty seriously. Now, the other thing you can see is down here in the bottom left.
Right.
That's some horrifying rally rolls. Look at that number of routed units.
Wow.
I ran out of markers.
Yeah, that's what you said in your post.
Yeah, and I've bought extra sheets of markers from Clash of Arms. So I've got gobs of them, but apparently not enough. And I got a couple back because the Prussians actually lost 2 units off the board. And so they got ground up, and so that anyway. So that's where we stand right here. It is it's one of these battles where honestly you think to yourself, this is like the kind of fighting you'd get if it was a Stalingrad do or die sort of thing.
Right.
This feels like
it's going to be a very Pyrrhic victory.
What big time?
Yeah.
Even more so, I think, than the historical one. And I guess the thing that it feels funny about it is, if we were down to Torgau and these guys have been fighting for 5 years and they're thoroughly sick of each other, maybe I could see going to the mat.
Right.
But I mean, face it, the war only started last year.
Yeah.
It's like that we've only run into each other like once, right? At Lobositz.
Yeah. No, there was a one of the Clash of Arms, or maybe it was one of the Marshall Enterprise. They have got a scenario, or there's a special rule because it's the Russians and there's Poles, and the Poles and the Russians are fighting bitterly with each other. And so you've got when they get engaged or whatever else, and it's extra bloody or whatever. I can't remember what the rule is, but I was pretty sure it was something with the Poles versus the Russians. It was one of those games there. So
yeah, I'm just thinking that although I'm having a lot of fun with it, I also kind of recognize that real generals probably wouldn't act like this. Right. Real generals wouldn't just absolutely throw their army into the maw of the enemy. And one of the two of them would have blinked by now, I think is what I'm trying to say. But by golly, the Austrians are still only at +5. The Prussians are at +0.
Wow.
Of course, it's 10:40, so we got one more turn before the army morale check at the top of the hour. And I suspect they're both going up on some numbers here pretty fast.
Well, given all those routed units, yeah, I would think so.
Exactly,
yeah.
And all the casualties implied by them.
Yep.
So yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Russian and the German and the Pole? The last Polish soldier is down to 1 bullet, and the Russian comes running over one hill, and the German comes running over the other hill. So which one does he shoot, and which one does he use the knife?
Oh dear.
You shoot the German and you knife the Russian because it's business before pleasure.
Oh my goodness! All right, I'm saying right now on YouTube, yes, this is just a little off-color 19th century, early 19th century humor there. There you go.
War game humor.
My apologies. I heard it in Warsaw. So.
Oh yeah. No, I've got a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, who is of Polish descent, and he still holds a grudge against me being Swedish, and so we will exchange, trash talk with each other about, we did this to the Swedes, and I'll say, oh, the Swedes did this to the Poles, and it's been 400 years or 300 years or whatever else, but
My first
he
wedding
does
was
not
in,
forget. Yes.
My first wedding was in a Swedish cathedral in Poland, up in the north.
Ah, okay.
Oh. All right. Well, that was. I just thought I'd share that because it's just bar fun.
That is cool.
All right.
Well, and then we will
Well-
wrap things up, and you guys, we'll catch everybody hopefully next Sunday for more of the same.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. That was pretty interesting to watch. I really like the way you annotated it out.
Oh, good. Good.
It's actually
Thank you.
Michael who's